Afternoon, guys. It's Chris, your YouTube daddy here. Well, I thought I'd have a day in the arcade, just making sure everything's working properly, and start putting things back together because I don't want to be doing it all when I come back off holiday. Now, you know my YouTube cabinet. That's not far off being fixed, but I can't pick the wood up for that until Tuesday. So I'll pick the wood up from that on Tuesday because the wood yard's being closed because it's Christmas, obviously. And I've got all my machines on, and I've got a couple of machines out. I've got 2 machines out. I did have 5 machines out, just through the damp. The problem is you get damp this time of the year, and if you don't turn them on, they create problems. So I've got them 2 out, and this Monopoly out at the moment. I did have that one out, but that was just a loose connection on the power pack. I had the Adam Family out, which again was the power pack, and I had Crazy Fruits out. So I've managed to get a few of them going. Oh, and I've got this one out as well, but this one I'm waiting for a new motherboard to be brought into this one. So I'm going to have a crack on with this job. Now it's telling me there's a 24 volt supply missing, which in general rules is your motherboard, which is this here. That's your motherboard. It's MPU 5. So what I'm doing is I'm replacing with another motherboard. You've probably seen these videos before where I unclip this bit here. Trying to see if I can unclip it with holding the let's just unclip it. So you unclip that because that's the game card. So the motherboard is a generic motherboard, and then you just clip it into the new motherboard, and then I'll replace the motherboard. So let's see if this works. See you in 1 second, guys, and then we'll go through the rest of the stuff, see what I'm up to. Well, I've changed the motherboard on the one, but that still seems to be giving me the same problem. So I think it might be the a dodgy motherboard. Anyway, the second one, I've changed power packs. So that's the old power pack. So I've just put the new power pack in. So we'll put the door on, and we'll see if this one works. Now hopefully, this should start up. Can't beat a bit of bully. So as I said, it was just a power pack on that one. It kept trying to install and then kept stopping. So I'm hoping that's fixed it. But this one here, while that starts up, if I shut the door, so no 24 volt drive. So that is definitely telling me it needs a new motherboard. As I said, I swapped motherboards, but this was the only one that I had left. And I got a feeling that that's a dodgy motherboard. So I'm going to have to get another motherboard. Is this thing starting up? Oh, yes. Oh, the on-off alarm. So hopefully this one should be done. When you turn it on and off quickly, it obviously it goes onto an on and off alarm to stop people tampering with it. So it should start up, he says, hopefully. It just won't do it now to make me look stupid, will it? Well, while I'm waiting for that to start up, we'll go and have a look at this one. So, let's see what's going on with this one. Oh, it looks like it started. Could be starting up, this one. And I was having problems with it. Let me put the lock on it. As you say, sometimes it's just the sheer damp. And if you don't put them on all the time, because during the season, they're on all the time. So you don't tend to have problems. Oh, it seems to be starting up all right. Oh yes, that one started up all right. So that saves me a job. So that's one. That's another one done. How are we doing with this one? Let's still show me on-off alarm. Okay, let's try it again. See what happens now. It always takes a while to start up this one. So I'm going to have to order myself a new MPU5 for this because I'm completely out of them now. That one there. And I'm just waiting for my MPU4, which should have been delivered by now, but it's not turned up yet for this one because I've got those spare MPU4s. So I've had to send that one off to get it fixed. But I've changed the power pack on this one, and it doesn't seem to have done the doesn't seem to have fixed it. Oh, actually, is it? No. It seems to be stuck on the installation. Oh, it's doing something. On the full arm. Right, let's try. Turning it off and turning it back on. Let's see if that helps. I know I'm going to have the same problem when I come back from holiday as well, because obviously I'm away from nearly a month. But I just want to make sure everything's working before I go. Oh, something's moving. Ah, here we go. Here we go. Looks like we've cracked it, guys. Because I know the power pack that I put on is a good power pack. Well, I'm going to get back to that one, see if the see why it keeps doing that. Okay, so I'm down to 2 machines not working now, which are them 2 there. God, you gotta love this job, haven't you? Okay, guys, back in 1 second, and I'll see if I can work out why that on-off alarm keeps going on. See you in 1 second, guys. Right, guys, as I said, this one here, I think it's a dodgy motherboard, and the only other motherboard I had doesn't seem to be working. So what I'm going to do is I've got this is my spare machine, Horn of Plenty, and I'm going to take the motherboard out of this one because I know this works. And I'll take the motherboard out of this one and swap it over. So that'll tell me if it is the motherboard. So I'm going to whip the motherboard out of this one, swap the game card. Hey, we think we've cracked it, guys. That one there's working now. So it obviously was the power pack. So we're down to 1 not working now. And I say I'm just going to nick the motherboard out of Horn of Plenty, see if it is the motherboard, and I'll be back in 1 second, guys. God, I hate these machines sometimes. See you in 1 second. So, guys, I'm just going to nick the motherboard out of this Horn of Plenty here, because I know this is an MPU5, and I know this is working. So this will be a process of elimination. So if it does work, when I swap it over, then I just need to put this one, because this Horn & Plenty is my spare machine, because I always have a spare machine. So if I just unclip it all, take all the wires out. Then one more. You've got to be very careful when you pull the wires out. You don't end up ripping the wires out the sockets, okay? Right, and there it is, okay? So what I need to do is, as before, I just need to take the game card out of it, because this is the game card for Horn & Plenty. I'll put that back in there, and then I will put the game card from that one into this one. So that I know is a working MPU5. So what I'm going to do is pop it in the machine, and hopefully, second time lucky, I can get it going. See you in a bit, guys. Well, guys, I'm not doing very well here. I've just swapped the motherboard out of that Horn & Plenty and put it in there, and it's still not working. So the only conclusion I've got, I've changed the power pack, it's not that. I've changed the motherboard, it's not that. So it's either something to do with the wiring, or it's the game card itself. Now, if it's the game card itself, I may as well scrap the machine, because it's near enough impossible to get hold of second-hand game cards. I just put the motherboard back into Horn & Plenty to make sure it's working, and it's working absolutely fine. So, it's definitely not the motherboard then. Put this back together. Yep, that's working fine. Horn & Plenty's installing fine. So, as I say, you change the power pack, you change the motherboard, and normally one of them two, especially with a 24 volt missing, I'm just going to have a look around and see if there's anything obvious, burnt out wires. I can't see anything though, because the wires actually all look okay. Because normally if something's burnt out, it's normally pretty obvious. It's normally along this board here or something. Or one of the wires are burnt out. It's a conundrum. Okay, I'll see you back in a minute, guys. Bye for now. Well, guys, you'll be happy to know I've fixed it. Finally. What I ended up doing is I ended up unplugging all the cables, making sure there was no dust or dirt on them or anything like that, and plugging them all back in. So it was obviously a damp cable or a cable that wasn't connecting properly. So what we're going to do now is stick a coin in and just make sure it works. Right, there we go. I'm happy now. I finally got it going. Oh my God, that was a rigmarole. Changed the power pack, changed the motherboard, swapped the motherboard with another machine, and it ended up, it was just a dodgy connection somewhere. God, I hate doing machines. Okay then, guys, so that looks like we've got every machine going bar the one, which is obviously this one here. Now, as I said, I can't do that until I get a new MPU, well, until I get my replacement MPU4. Okay then, if you've enjoyed this video, please hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. No doubt when I come back off holiday, I'll have to go through the whole lot again. But I'm happy to say everything's working, all bar the one machine. Me Horn & Plenty is working because I put the motherboard back in that. So everything's working, and I've only got the one machine left to do, but I can't do that until I get the new MPU4. So if you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys.